Acting President Yemi Osinbajo says that the federal and state governments are committed to the decentralization of the policing in Nigeria. In a government statement backed by the National Economic Council, NEC, the objective of the decentralization is to improve the level of policing and security in the country. Apart from backing the plan, the NEC set up a committee comprising state governors and the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, to ensure its actualization. What does this mean to the people who have been attacked and traumatized by bandits in Zamfara, by insurgents in the northeast, by marauders in Sokoto and in Agatu in Benue and Barkin-Ladi in Riyom, Plateau State, and more? Is this country seeing a definitive move by the acting president, who is a staunch advocate for state police, heed to the yearnings of the people? What more could possibly come out of the plan to finally stop crime in various states across the country? Data feeds are coming through in one place simultaneously on all our social media networks, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can follow us right now on m.channelstv.com and on Facebook as well. We've got all our platforms of social media covered. Be part of the show. Tweet at Gimba Umar CTV and use the hashtag State of the Nation. Let's get your thoughts in. Now, the leadership of the National Assembly and the INEC boss, Mahmoud Yakubu, want issues of funding the 2019 general elections resolved as quickly as possible. An earlier meeting on Tuesday, scheduled to hold between the Senate President and the INEC boss, had been postponed following the siege that was laid to the National Assembly by officers of the Department of State Services, the DSS. President of the Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, in his meeting with the INEC boss today, questioned why the request for funding is coming to the National Assembly nearly 3 weeks and not a few months ago. Will the elections be conducted without hitches? What if the funding for INEC in the sum of 242 billion naira is released late? Will it derail the process though? Can INEC seek alternative funding sources as an option in order to meet up? It's prime time here in Lagos, and this is State of the Nation. Welcome everyone in Nigeria and the rest of the world. I am Gimba Umar and this is State of the Nation. Short of constitutional amendment, the federal government and state governors have resolved to explore how the operations of the Nigerian police force can be decentralized in order to improve the level of policing and security in the country. The question is, will it work across political and social divides? This is backed by the National Economic Council, the NEC, where a committee of state governors and the Inspector General of Police have been set up to ensure that particular plan of decentralization. This, for many people, is huge, considering the security challenges we face as a people, from banditry, kidnappings, murder, insurgency in the northeast, farmers-herders conflicts in the region of the central belt of the country. Let's get an insight into this. Oladende Ario is a security expert. He joins me in the studio here in Lagos. And Tubosun Abolarinwa, also a security expert. He joins me from our Abuja studios. I want to thank both of you for coming on State of the Nation at this time. Let me start with you in our Abuja studios. At the NEC meeting, the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Munguno, retired, assured that intelligence community and security agencies will continue to sustain current efforts to mitigate the security challenges across the country. How does that come across to you, considering the backlog of challenges we've seen in the recent past?
Good evening, Jimba. Well, there is backlog, and there is nothing like backlog as far as security operations concerning lives and property is concerned. It is something spontaneous. Something is happening, and we need to meet that. Fortunately, recently we've seen a reduction in the killings and other emergency situations we're having around the country. But with the current situation and with the decentralization, which is the hot topics now, I cannot say we are out of the blues yet. And I don't think it is time for us to clap our hands and start celebrating. The reason being that this has been in the pipeline since around 2013. I'm glad that finally somebody is looking at it and we're trying to implement it. But coming back to your question, let us look at, or let us assume and accept that we've just started taking a step in the right direction. And hopefully, when it comes to implementation, we will get it right.
Let me get your thoughts, because members of the committee set up by to see through this decentralization process. We're seeing governors of Zamfara, governors of Ondo, Plateau, Ebonyi, Katsina, Edo, and Borno State, who will work with the IGP Ibrahim Idris. Is the backing plan by the governors impactful enough, do you think?
Well, for me, well, I don't seem to understand why it has to be the governors and the IG that have been given this assignment. The IG, for all I know, has his hands full. Okay? The governors, we are inching towards election. They are also going to be extremely busy. So I don't now know where the quality time that will be required.
So it's an issue of timing now?
Yes. Now, for this, don't forget that it's a process, and it's a long-term process. I don't see it coming on in the next 12, 24 months. Because when
Why?
the law, I will tell you, by the time the law is amended to give teeth to it, the process has to now begin from individual states, whereby they begin by calling for recruits to apply. Then, of course, when they are finally selected, they must go for training. And you don't train policemen in 3 months or 6 months and say, oh, they should go into the field. The least they should be kept now to be trained should be about a year. You must understand that. And with the election coming on very quickly, I don't see, I mean, it's still not, for me, it's not yet to huru. I would have preferred other people now to be gathered into such a committee, not governors, not even the IG. There must be DIGs or AIGs who are capable enough to step in. And for crying out loud, we have enough professionals in Nigeria, okay, both in the armed forces and in private practice, who can come in and add value to these things.